told you that right now, this very moment, you are not living in a fixed world, but inside a reality you are unconsciously projecting from your beliefs. Jane Roberts channeled Seth, who revealed that every single experience you have is created from your inner world first. This means you already have the power to alter the so-called outside world, but only when you learn how to shift the source, your beliefs, your imagination, and your emotions. Today we're diving into Seth's most profound methods for actually changing your reality, so you stop waiting for life to change and begin creating it consciously. Welcome back. I'm Nancy, and on this channel we explore consciousness, manifestation, and the powerful teachings of Seth and Jane Roberts. If you're ready to understand how reality really works, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an awakening moment. One of Seth's most famous lines is, "You create your own reality. There is no other rule." Most people misunderstand this though. It doesn't mean you are to blame for everything that happens. Seth explained that your beliefs and expectations act as a filter through which the vast field of probabilities become your lived experience. In the nature of personal reality, Seth says, you form the fabric of your experience through your beliefs and expectations. Change your beliefs, and you change your experience. This is the foundation. Before anything shifts in the outer world, it must first shift inside. So, take inventory of your core stories, what you keep telling yourself, what you truly believe about yourself. And what do you deeply believe about money, health, love, and life itself? Those are the lenses coloring your reality. Seth explained that beliefs are not just ideas, they are alive, vibrating with emotional energy. Your beliefs generate your reality, and your emotions give you force, he said. If you believe I am unlucky, that belief attracts emotions of fear and defeat, lack, which then magnetize situations that confirm it. But if you believe life supports me, that attracts feelings of trust, which magnetize opportunities. The key is not to suppress negative beliefs, but to recognize them, question them, and gently replace them. I would like you to try this. Each night, write one limiting belief you caught yourself repeating that day. Then reframe it into a new belief. Feel into it for just a minute. Over time, this slowly rewrites your inner code. Seth emphasized that imagination is not daydreaming. It's the architect of your experience. You were born creative. You create your physical reality through the inner workings of your mind, he said. When you imagine vividly, especially before sleep, you are sketching the designs that reality follows. That's why he insisted use imagination deliberately. Don't just visualize, inhabit the new scene as though it's real. So here's a Seth-inspired practice. Before falling asleep, picture one scene from your ideal life. Don't overcomplicate it. Just one moment. Maybe you're laughing with a partner, or you're holding a check with ease, or walking healthy and strong. Allow yourself to feel the emotions of already being there. Seth said, sleep is a gateway where new realities are impressed most strongly. Here's one of Seth's most profound teachings. There are infinite probable realities. Every choice, every thought, it's like opening a new doorway. Seth wrote, there are probable yous, probable earths, probable selves, all coexisting. Your beliefs and emotions determine which probabilities become physical for you. This means you are never stuck. If you've lived years repeating the same patterns, there are infinite versions of you who made different choices. And you can tune into those paths. Think of it like switching a channel. The other shows are still playing, but you're deciding which one to experience. Nowadays, you may hear it as jumping timelines. So, when you feel trapped, remind yourself, right now, there are infinite versions of me. I can align with the version who is already thriving. That shift in perspective alone begins to open new doors. So, how to actually shift realities? And this is Seth's method. He gave a clear formula. First, identify the belief. Be radically honest, though. about the assumptions you carry. Example, I'll never find love, all the good ones are taken, nothing good ever happens to me, okay? Now, 2, question it. Seth said a belief is only true if you insist upon it. Ask yourself, is this belief serving me? 3, replace it with imagination. Visualize the new reality where the opposite is true. Feel the emotions of that reality. 4, reinforce through emotion. Seth insisted emotions are the fuel. Without emotion, imagination is just weak. And 5th, trust and allow. He warned against constant doubt, right? We're all famous for doing that. We want it instantly, especially with the way that society has programmed us into instant gratification. So what he says is, do not try to force reality. Allow it to flow from the new beliefs you have chosen. Here's just a practical example. Let's say you struggle with money. Instead of obsessing over bills, Seth would tell you to soften your belief and begin imagining, even lightly, what it feels like to already be supported. When you do this regularly, life begins presenting opportunities you couldn't see before. Seth taught that subconscious is not a dark, hidden place. It's a partner. Your subconscious faithfully mirrors your conscious beliefs. It's not trying to sabotage you. It simply brings forth what you program it with. That's why shifting beliefs consciously is so powerful, because your subconscious then takes over and organizes reality to match. Stop fighting your subconscious mind. Instead, feed it new material through affirmations, imagination, and most importantly, emotion. There was a woman, we'll call her Sarah, who for years carried the belief, I'll always be alone. No one will ever choose me. That was her core belief. This belief colored every experience she had. Even when someone showed interest, she dismissed it, assuming it wouldn't last. She didn't realize that she was projecting her inner expectation into every interaction. She then comes across Seth's teachings. One line just hit her. Your beliefs form your reality. Your emotions give them force. If you change your beliefs today, you change tomorrow's events. So she decided to experiment. Each night before bed, she imagined herself already in a loving relationship. Not desperately wanting one, but simply feeling the warmth of someone's hand in hers. She let the emotion of love and companionship fill her. At first, she said it felt silly, but within weeks, her outer life began to shift. She noticed new people starting conversations. She received unexpected invitations, and most importantly, she began to feel worthy of love. Eventually, she met someone who matched her new vibration. Totally amazing. But here's the real magic. Even before that happened, she no longer felt alone. She had tuned herself into a reality where love was possible, and reality simply followed her new inner blueprint. That's the essence of Seth's method. Sarah didn't force outer circumstances. She shifted her belief and imagination, and the outer world had no choice but to reorganize. That's what Seth meant when he said, change the belief and the outer experience must change. I'd love to know what belief you are ready to shift today. Share it in the comments, should you feel called to. You never know who you might inspire with your courage. Seth reminded us change is natural. Just as your body renews itself daily, your reality renews itself constantly. The challenge is that most people recreate the same old version because they don't change the inner template. He said, the point of power is in the present. Right now is your moment of choice. You don't need to carry your past into today. We wake up every day, and where do you tend to go? Your thoughts tend to go back into the past. What happened yesterday? What happened last year? What happened? We're always drawn to the past because it's familiar, right? And it's just the easier path. So in this very moment, remember, you can select a new probability, a new belief, and a new direction. So how do you actually change your reality? Follow Seth's guidance. Recognize your beliefs. Shift your inner dialogue. Use imagination with emotion, of course, and trust the flow of probabilities. The world outside is not solid. It's a reflection of the choices you make within. Or in Seth's own words, you create the world you know. You are its author. There is no other world. And before we wrap up, I want to give you a little glimpse into our next episode in the Seth series. We're going to dive into one of the most mind-expanding teachings Seth ever gave, probable realities. What does that mean? Imagine there are infinite versions of you, infinite paths, all existing right now. And with every thought, you're choosing which version of reality you step into. It's like the multiverse, but through Seth's lens of manifestation. So if you've ever wondered how to actually shift timelines and choose a new version of yourself, you'll love the next video. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. If this helped you, please like, subscribe, and share with someone who needs to hear Seth's wisdom. And remember, you are not powerless. You are the artist, and reality is your canvas. Until next time, keep creating with intention.